We are live. Happy Sunday evening, man. Please get a thumbs up in the chat for the video, visual, and audio if it's okay. And we will begin very shortly. We have a lot to unpack tonight. The vibes are very high, but there's a lot to go over. So I hope you guys are having a great Sunday. Let me get the command center set up here. We're a little bit behind. Sorry for the delay. Okay, let's see if we get everything set up. All right, we good. Let's see. All right, thank you for the thumbs up. Keep the thumbs up coming and make sure we get, as you're coming into the stream, thumbs up the video as well. Okay, that's how we rock here. All right, we're going to do a lot today. Smagging ass says he's heated. Okay, all right, let's see hopefully you're well. Let's get everything set up here. We have a lot to go over. All right, so I'm going to get into the roll call in a second. We'll let some more people get in here. I hope you guys are doing well. I really hope you guys. Thanks for the thumbs up, guys. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope your week was good. My week was just kind of all over the place. A lot of highs and lows. The gig life. I had to bring out the old shirt. I had these shirts made when I had no subscribers, 0. That's how I bet on myself. So when I was out there doing gig work, I had shirts. People would ask me about it. Okay, so this week, what a wild week, man. Definitely, I'll give you a rundown on my market. So definitely been a little bit slower. The third week in a row, it's been slower. So definitely been having to adjust, like a lot of you guys have been having to do, right? But that's part of the gig life. As we enter in this world of independent contracting, the highs and lows, that's part of it. No sense in crying about it. You got to evolve or adapt or die. It's my philosophy, right? So while I'm making a little bit less, I'm also not too worried because you got to ride the wave. Okay. So we got some topics we'll talk about, 3 feature channels, all that good stuff. I'm going to give you guys a few updates on things that we've been talking about on this channel. We'll get that out the way first, and then I'll plug them in as we go along. Okay. And then we'll get into the live chat in a minute. First thing first, just a quick house update. I went by there yesterday. For those of you who don't know, we got a house and we didn't get the occupancy permit because the back deck needed to have some things done to it. Looks like that's been started. Another good sign was the garage was completely full. Yesterday, the garage and things in the backyard were all emptied out. We should be moving this week. Super excited about that. So it's going to be a very busy week coming up for me. So just a quick update on that. Topics this week. Okay, so we set a date. You guys picked a date. Next Saturday, August 16th. We're doing the gig driver challenge. Let's see who the best driver is for that day in any market. Okay. All right. Grubhub, Instacart, Uber Eats, DoorDash. Those are the apps. You could multi-app. You can use one. You could use all 4. You can use 2. Doesn't matter. Up to you. The max we're setting these challenges is 8 hours. Can't work more than 8, but you can work less than that. You guys send me your earnings. Screenshot your earnings to my email at Mr.BetonYou81@gmail.com. And whoever wins, I will match your earnings for that day, the winner's earnings, to a charity of the winner's choice. More info, I'll be talking about it every video this week. But I'm really excited about that. Just to kind of break up, just to do something different within the community. That day, I won't be working, but I will go live, and you guys could plug into the channel, give updates, and then that next Sunday when we go live, we'll announce the winner, and we'll give to charity for that winner's choice. Really excited about that. Okay. Let me get my vibes up. A lot to go over. I hope you guys are well. What else? I want to go over the business first, okay? Gig conference. The gig conference will be held in St. Louis. For those of you that are new here, I've been talking about this conference for about 8 to 9 months now. It was an idea I had. It's going to happen. It'll be in St. Louis towards the end of July, as I set a date, and I set not an arena, okay, but a hotel with a conference room. I'm going to give you guys, there'll be flyers. I'll put community posts on YouTube. I'll be talking about it basically every week from now till then. Once I have definitive information, I'll let you guys know. It'll be a free event. It's an inaugural gig conference 2022. Know that that's happening as well. If you want more details for that, hit my email, Mr.BetonYou81@gmail.com. So a lot of that will be coming up as well. I'll get into chat in a minute. So tonight's topics, I've been seeing some really cool videos. I talk about service a lot. I order every Sunday. I get good service. I get bad service. I go out to eat. We went out to eat last night or late late afternoon, early night for dinner. And I always appreciate when I get good service. So tonight, and I've been seeing other gig content creators talking about it. And you guys know I used to manage restaurants. I used to wait tables, used to bartend, like a lot of us have. And I feel like there is a difference between that type of service and tipping or doing your job and being rewarded for it. Let's take the word tip out of it, just being rewarded in whatever way. And then doing gig jobs, whether it's driving or shopping. And even driving and delivering McDonald's, a bag of McDonald's is very different than doing an Instacart or shipped order. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give you my opinion on that. I want to take some calls tonight about what you think that means. Does service matter equally if you compare what I do, what you do, to a server working at Applebee's or your local steakhouse? Where's the difference there? How much service does an actual DoorDash driver provide? How much and what kind of service and what different type of service does a Instacart shopper have to provide? Because there's a lot more service there, in my opinion, than picking up a bag of McDonald's. So we're going to talk about that. I'm going to give my opinion on that, what I think, and I want to hear you guys' perspective on it, because I think it could be a juicy little topic. Second topic. I did a video the other day. And I did this video on purpose because I want to challenge the community. And basically in the video, I put a screenshot of what I saw that was out there in the internet, the interweb, the world, right, as we know it. And it was DoorDash promoting up to $7 an hour, be your own boss, blah, 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 right? And in the video, I basically said, if you're making $15 or less in most markets, because in some that could be a livable wage, but if you're doing gig apps using your own automobile, using your gas, having to pay all your expenses, 100% of expenses, having to put away 100% for taxes, having no 401k, no PTO, no paid time off, no vacation, no nothing, no benefits at all. If you're making less than $15 an hour, I think you need to consider doing something else. And I want to really continue to challenge you guys on that, because at the end of the day, we're making money, but it's gross, not net. And we have to really know our numbers and dissect them and know what we're really actually taking home at the end of that week, at the end of the month, at the end of the year. And in most markets, if your average is $15 an hour or so, I don't know. Because a lot of us, maybe you're grinding, you're working 12-hour days and you're making $15 an hour, but you're working 12-hour days. At what point are you getting burnt out? Is it really sustainable? We'll talk about that as well. And then really the only other topic is I'll be in the live chat tonight. We'll be taking some questions and I'll be in the live chat as well. Okay. 3 featured channels tonight. So the first one is a channel called Atlanta Delivers. I was on a podcast, or really a podcast and a YouTube with Rideshare Rodeo on Thursday at 2 Eastern, 1 Central. And it was good. It was five of us there. Gig Lebowski, Gary from Middleton Technologies, myself, Atlanta Delivers, and Steve Rideshare Rodeo. And I didn't know Atlanta. I didn't know this channel existed until a couple weeks back when Steve told me she'd be on. Real cool channel. Checked out some videos actually this morning. The vibes on that channel are real cool. Go check it out. Atlanta Delivers. She's over there in the UK somewhere, right? So it's not Atlanta in Georgia. It's like across the pond. Second channel, Brandi. Brandi is a channel maybe some of you guys know. She doesn't really do gig work anymore. She hasn't for a while. She's one of the first channels that I saw on YouTube. And I was like watching her a lot. And she just had a baby. So congratulations to Brandi. Go check her channel out, okay? And the third one is non-gig related, Johnny Drinks. This is a bigger channel. I love this channel. I found it in the last few weeks. I am obsessed with it. It's basically this father and son. The dad's probably, I'd say 50. The son's early 20s, 25, 20, I don't know. And he asks his dad questions about like just being a man, growing up, dressing a certain way. He'll ask them, they're all like little shorts, but they all also have videos. Johnny Drinks. And then he talks about like making certain cocktails and things, but it goes beyond that. How to dress for an interview, how to tie a tie. It's just an awesome channel. Mostly for young men. I think between the ages of 18 and whatever, right? It's a channel you can really get a lot of good content from. So those are the 3 channels. Atlanta Delivers, Brandi, and Johnny Drinks. And then the fourth one, the one we've been plugging for about a month now, Gig Lebowski. I think I saw that he's here tonight. I think when I looked last, he was at like 930 or 40 subs. We only need like 50 something more to get them to 1,000. So if you haven't subbed to Gig Lebowski, go check them out. Let's see if we can get 50 people tonight. It's a bold statement, but we did it with Dash and Grandpa once to see if we can do that for Gig Lebowski. All right, I'm already 9 minutes in and I've already talked enough for like 5 hours, right? Okay, so let's get into the live chat. After the live chat, I got one more announcement. So let me go ahead and see who we got in here. Smacking ass. We got Service, Scotty. We got Driver Sensei. What up? We got Pink Sparks. Jose's in the house. Yogi, Jacob. What up? What up? What up? Jody, Gigaholic Rex. Thanks for being a channel member. And if you want to consider being a channel member, check the description down below. We do giveaways the last Sunday of every month for channel members only. Lisa, Johnny, Diana, hello. Tabitha, Nova Dasher, what up, brother? PPP, we got Ray, PickyPink, Tina, what up, what up? Gig Lebowski, Richard, Vanessa, Hannibal Sunky, what up, man? How are you, my friend? Hope you had a good day with the fam. Blanca, Gig Diaries, Jorge. All right, let me get some more recent ones here. Joe Who, Mimi, Facel, Troll, what up, what up, what up? Vinsanity, always good to see you. Armando, Julie, Freestyle. We got Stephanie in the house. What's up? What's up? Jorge, what up, brother? How are you? We got Mark, TN, Edith, Santiago, Cliff Dog. What up? What up? What up? Lynn's Gig Food and Great Buys. How are you? Stephanie, hello, hello. TN. All right. So I think we're kind of caught up. There's a lot there. Slavic, what up, man? How are you? Thanks for dropping that. Brooks, Jaguars, Visanity, Matthew, Damien, Pedro, what's up? What's up? All right. So I can't read all those right now. Okay. But I will be in the live chat tonight. So hit the like button on the way in. Appreciate that very, very, very much. You guys know I have no problem with asking for a like. You can also hit the thumbs down. Most of y'all don't know it works the same way, but let your voice be heard. What do you think about the content? What do you think about me? Okay, so a lot going on. Okay, we do have a friend of the channel. PickyPink is in here. She's somebody that is a channel member. You know, she has the business line number. We chat occasionally, like I do with many of you guys. If you have a question, if you just need to blow some steam, if you need some advice, or Pedro, have you seen this? I mean, I probably have 20 people to reach out to me every day, whether it's a text message or a voicemail. And I'm really flattered and humbled that many people reach out to me. And she's somebody that I consider a friend, and she's going through it right now. So I have her PayPal information and in the description box, and you can also see it in the channel link if you want to put it in. We all have times that are tough, and the gig economy is rough on a lot of us. We've all been there. I've been there. We've all been there, right? Most of us have, right? And what I love about this community is we come together, we help each other, we build each other up versus breaking each other down most of the time. At least I try to be a place where we can do that, right? And just a quick shout out to her because she's going through it. So let's put some prayer hands, do what we can for her in the chat. Check the description for PayPal info if you're interested in that. Okay. Steven, what's up, bro? Just got a new decline screen. Never seen it before. Sent it to you. Email. Yes, I did see that. DoorDash is testing. Let's talk about that for a minute. They're gonna. I don't know if beta testing is the right word, but they do a lot of testing in certain markets, but not in every market. And we're gonna see this. You know, for a while it was a one decline button that happened a couple months ago. Now it's like they'll say they're gonna decline you, and they might unconnect you or something like that because you decline 2 or 3 orders. They try to make you feel bad for not taking orders. You got to understand acceptance rate doesn't matter, but DoorDash will do everything it can to get the lowball orders delivered. Okay. And don't play a victim to that. Understand that that's their way of trying to manipulate you. And they're always going to test these new little ways out of trying to get orders delivered and different wording and different decline buttons. And even now my screen looks different. Like my home screen looks a little bit different. So just know that they're always going to continue to do that. Okay. And we're going to talk about service tonight, right? And we're going to talk about wage and, you know, what's your low point and when you have to maybe consider doing something else and get out of the gig world, because it's going to keep adapting. And if anything, it's not going to be better for most of us. If anything, it'll stay about where it's at or maybe get a little worse, and then you have to adapt to just stay afloat, right? So we'll talk about that tonight as well. We will be taking some calls tonight as well. When I'm ready for that, I'll drop the number in. You guys could text in if you want. I want to stay on topic if we can. But yeah, there's a lot. It's been a wild week. It's been a wild week. I've had a great week, but there's just the highs and lows of the gig economy. When you choose to enter into this kind of space, it's wild. I do want to bring up one more thing, and I'm going to get into the live chat, read comments, and give shout outs again, and then we'll take some calls and stuff like that. So Nugs put a video out where he was talking about what he makes on YouTube. He was real transparent. I don't know if some of you guys might have seen that. It just came out today. I thought it was really cool. I thought it was kind of, some people will look at that and be like, oh, he's bragging. He's not. Nugs is 21 years old. And for him to be able to do what he's doing on YouTube is actually rather amazing. He's had a channel for, I think, 5 or 6 years, he said. But it's motivating. It should motivate a lot of young people. Because at the end of the day, not everybody can make money on YouTube like him and I and a lot of other people. It's not easy to make that kind of money. It's very, 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 very rare. So you shouldn't see a video like that saying, oh, I make this amount of money. You can do it too. He's not saying that. And I'll never say that. But the way I look at it is, what is that for you? Right? So he's had this channel. He's continually betting on himself and he's trying different things because he is a content creator, an influencer. He wants to make money on YouTube. That's what he wants to do. He said it today. And a lot of other people that have channels want to, and they're successful, and maybe you're not. But what is it for you? It doesn't have to be YouTube. It could be a business that you have. It could be a number of things. A job promotion you want to get. It could be a spot on that baseball or basketball team for your high school team or college team or whatever, right? It could be a weight loss journey. It could be, there's a million things. It's all personal, right? But when I see somebody make a video like that, that's 21 years old, I have to salute that. I have to cheers to that because that's pretty amazing. And it got me thinking, and I've thought about this. Do I make the same video? Do I put my information out there, what I make on YouTube? I've kind of shared it a little bit with you guys, but that's to maybe a handful of people, right? But at some point, I think I might share what I make because I'm really proud of it. It takes effort. It does take a little bit of skill. And it takes a lot of luck, but it does take effort. And if that could be like, oh, wow, that's pretty cool for like a light bulb moment, like, you know what? Yeah, like I want to grind like that in what I'm passionate about. And maybe I can then achieve something that I'm proud of for myself. I hope that makes sense, but just be on the lookout for that. I don't know if I'll do it yet. I haven't decided because I know some people, it's going to rub some people the wrong way. But at the end of the day, I do have a responsibility as a motivator because that's kind of what this channel is about and keeping it real with you guys. And when I saw that, I thought, man, that's pretty neat that he put that out there like that. I think that's really vulnerable of him. And he's showing you like, hey, I'm proud of what I'm doing on YouTube. This is what I'm making. You could possibly do this if you have a channel, but it could take you 5 years or whatever. So just wanted to throw that out there. Sorry. Yeah, he wasn't bragging, but, he had to even say in the beginning, I'm not bragging because some people look at that and they'll take it wrong. That's why he said that. Right? I know that's why he said that. So. But I think you should be proud of your successes and you should share your successes. I do believe that. So when I saw that, I saluted that to him. I think that's awesome. He's 21. It's pretty amazing, right? All right, so let's get into it. Let's see who we got up in here. What up, Bud Soda? What up, Marcus? Yeah, Pedro, good evening. The way I see it is you did something to earn that royalty, right? You did work, therefore you earned it, and it's real simple. Yeah, I hear you. I think I agree with that. Hey, Globowski, what up? You are in my prayers. Yep. That's for PickyPink. Hey, Pedro, check out what Uber sent me. I emailed it to you. I'll check it out at Nova Dasher. I always added you to my list of people watch. Yeah. Nova's got a great channel. I got to check your new one out. I know you said it was a banger. I haven't looked at it yet, so I'll check it out probably tomorrow. Slavic, you good? Slavic news prayers. YouTube is a gig too, so no one should hate money makers. That's true. Some do though. Some do. Cross Growth Fitness. What up? Chuck AF. Nugs is probably making more from YouTube than Gig Nation work. I don't know what Gig Nation work. What up, Craig? How are you? Marjorie. We got Diana in the house. Christina. What up? Selena. What up? Love it. Yes, sir. Slavic all day, man. If you need something, you got my number. So Rico Dash, you deserve to keep up. Appreciate that. All right, so I'm gonna put the number in. So if you guys want to start texting in, I like to get a call in done kind of quickly, and then we'll kind of just organically see where this live goes. I will be ordering Uber Eats. I got a $35 off promotion from Uber Eats. So I'll be using that tonight probably because I know you guys like to see what that experience is like. So text in the text line, don't call, on which of the two topics you'd like to talk about this evening. We are talking about, does service matter? And I'll go on a little bit before we take some calls. I'll let you guys text in and I'll share with you my thoughts on it. And you guys, I want to listen to somebody that might have a different perspective or would like to elaborate on what I'm going to say here. And the second topic is, what's too low on an amount? What At what point, what amount? And I think it's 15 or less. If you're averaging $15 or less doing the gig apps using your personal vehicle, you might want to consider looking at other avenues of revenue, because I feel like you might come to the point where something is just not going to be sustainable. That's my opinion. I think you got to be in most smaller markets, $20 on average. I think in bigger markets, 25. I really believe that's got to be your average in order for you to actually make money and be profitable and be able to take care of all your expenses. Okay. And I'd like to hear if somebody has an opinion on that, and if you want to share your numbers, you can. So service, as you guys know, I come from a background in restaurant management, and I served and waited tables. You guys know I'm a big component of no tip, no trip. I believe it with every fiber in my being that we should never knowingly deliver somebody food that backed out a tip. I think there are extreme cases, like less than 1%, where we're dropping off a prescription or a customer doesn't know, I picked up things from like Crate and Barrel and, where they don't know that DoorDash is affiliated with that delivery. So I can't really blame the customer because there wasn't maybe even a tipping option. That's 1% of orders or less. Okay. So when I speak of the no tip, no trip, when I speak of service and how it relates to tipping or being rewarded versus a server or bartender, I'm speaking of the 99% of orders where people don't tip and they back it out on purpose. Now, why do they back it out? They've had bad experiences, or culturally they don't believe in tipping, or they're just ignorant. It's those three options, right? But I will say this. Being a food delivery driver, while it has frustrations, while it's not always easy, while we do deal with things, we're driving an automobile, all that stuff, is the level of service really comparable to somebody that is waiting tables? Is it comparable to a bartender? Some might say sometimes waiting tables can be kind of easy. Some tables are easier than others, but you're on your feet, you're dealing with other things. Now, hey, we drive our cars, so that's a big difference. We don't get an hourly wage. Even some servers and bartenders have like 401k and PTO and paid time off, and they have certain benefits at jobs that are W-2, right? We don't have any of that for real, right? But is picking up an order at McDonald's or Chipotle and dropping it off and maybe never having to see or even contact the customer. Most of our orders, right? Even if we hand it to them or we leave it at the door, there's minimal communication, minimal contact, minimal FaceTime, minimal customer service skills needing to be made. Now, if you're an Instacart shopper or a Ship shopper, or if something bad happens, you have to use your customer service skills. But I'm talking most ordinary orders where you get a McDonald's or Chipotle or Papa John's. It's 2 pizzas. It's a burrito or a Big Mac meal. You hit the accept. You go pick it up. You sometimes have to wait or whatever, right? And then you go drop it off. And most of the time, it's a normal delivery. Leave at the door. Take a picture. Is that customer service, or is that just us providing a service? What do you think? I don't know. Compare that to somebody, refilling drinks, taking orders, putting in a POS, running food, making a salad in the back of house, refilling drink, getting napkins, running a tab, check, and then they also got 5 or 6 other tables. Which one is actually delivering more of a customer service? Now, before I get to the text line in the chat, let's add in Instacart and Shipped. You're shopping. I do pay in shop orders. That's more service because customer might have needed items that they're out of. You have to communicate. You have to make sure you're getting the right things. There's shopping involved, a little more time involved. Typically, when customers tip on those orders, they should be more of a tip because there's actually more of a service I think you're doing versus just picking up a McDonald's bag. I don't know. I'm not trying to dumb down what we do. But at the end of the day, most of the orders we do are not difficult. I would challenge the community to say that. Okay, maybe I'm getting flamed right now. I don't know. I haven't looked yet. Most of the orders we do are very easy. Most of my orders, let me speak for myself and back up. Most of my orders are easy. Now, the ones that we think of and the ones that, that are crazy and funny and I share stories are the ones that stand out because we see them. We talk about them on YouTube. We talk about them in Reddit, Facebook groups. You guys text me, whatever, right? And this customer didn't do this. We deal with that, and it sucks because people are just weird, right? They can't order food. We can go to the moon, but we can't order food on the app. It's crazy to me. But the majority of the orders are pick up and drop off. Pretty easy stuff. That's why DoorDash you have a driver's license, a car and insurance, and a pulse. So only 4 things you need: a pulse, a car, driver's license, and insurance, and you can drive for DoorDash. So what does that tell you about what they think service means? Very little, right? What do you think it means? And do you think that that's why people aren't tipping on these apps? Either because prior bad experience, or they feel like you haven't done the job yet, so I'm not going to tip you. To me, my opinion is the service starts by me accepting your order. That's the service you tip for, to get it quickly. And if most customers are educated about how the apps work and what we do and how we can not take orders, I think we'd see more tips, but they're not educated. They're ignorant. What do you think? Does service matter in the food delivery game? Let's take Instacart and Shipt out of it for a second. Does service really matter? Do customers really care that I give good service? Do customers really care if you text them, I just arrived at McDonald's, I just got your order, I'm on my way, be there in 5 minutes? Do customers need that? Do they care about that? Do you see bigger tips from that? I would venture to say most of the time you do not. I would also venture to say if somebody doesn't tip on the Uber app, you're not going to get a tip after by doing those things. I think there are extreme cases where if you really go above and beyond, you can get an extra tip on Uber, but most of the time the customer tipped and that's it. They're not going back in to give you more money unless something crazy happened, but that's not normal. I would love to hear somebody that has maybe a different perspective on it. I'm not saying I'm right. It's my opinion. And I want to open it up for a debate and discussion of what you guys think, what you guys feel. At the end of the day, I feel like we don't see a lot of tips because they're not educated on how this app really works. And also, we're just picking up and dropping off. What true customer service skills? I think good drivers, and you guys are good drivers. I know when to communicate. I know what to do. I know how to look for the door if it swings out, not to put it in front of the door. I know that if to follow delivery instructions. I don't think most dashers do that. So we are perceived by the consumer base and by DoorDash, the companies that we use their technology, that this is a very low-level skill job, customer service-wise. I've hired thousands of people in my life to wait tables, bartend, hostess, cooks, thousands. I've hired thousands. I've managed thousands. I think most of the dashers that work for the gig apps, I would not hire to be on my team because they don't have customer service skills. But DoorDash doesn't value customer service skills. That's what the debate is about tonight. I think a company like Grubhub values them a little bit more. That's why it's harder to get on. I think even Uber Eats might value customer service a little bit more. Maybe even Instacart, possibly. But DoorDash to me is on the bottom level. Pulse, car, insurance, driver's license. DoorDash gives us no customer service. When you sign up, they don't give you a video to watch. Try doing these things. No, you got to do all that on your own by watching YouTube. What do you guys think? I'm ready to get flamed. I'm ready to hear your opinion. I'm ready to be told I'm wrong. I'm ready for all the smoke. But at the end of the day, I don't think DoorDash values us as customer service people. And I think most drivers don't have the skills that many of you guys have and that you possess and that you feel are valuable. But we have to understand that we are the minority. We are the 10% or less, guys. And I've been saying that for months now. So most of the time when customers see us or have an interaction with us, they're dealing with somebody that doesn't have good customer service skills, doesn't follow instructions, just woke up out of bed, in pajamas and their slippers, dashing on somebody else's account. Their car's dirty. They don't have a hot bag. They don't follow instructions. I think that's the reality we're living in. We can control what we can control. And we could help people along the way here and there. But I feel like DoorDash wants a pulse, a car, insurance, driver's license. What do you guys think? Before I get into the text, let's get into the chat. DoorDash doesn't care. Let me go up a little bit because I was ranting. You guys know me. You guys know how I go. DoorDash needs up to suggested tips. Christopher, I believe that as well. People want hot / fresh food. Yep. At the end of the day, that's at the end. So Gio says, end of day, people want hot / fresh food. I agree. They could care less if most customers are. I usually type in like a description like enjoy or thanks for the tip. I don't do it all the time, but I like to do it because it's part of customer service. Most customers do not care about that. They don't care about that. We've become so inundated with going out to eat and just tipping. It's just become a blind way of walking and living. I think most customers, the customer service skills that we've honed, many of us have, most people don't value that in today's society. I do believe that. And I will love to debate some people on that. Most people. This guy has no clue how the app works. I told him most people won't take orders without tips. Exactly, Jonathan. In my market, it seems customers actually prefer you just pick up their food and leave them alone. Yep, I agree with that. Not actually, no. McDonald's is way faster than Wendy's. Yep. Okay, so let me get down. People always will and will always have screw up the easiest jobs. Yes, Joseph, I believe that. When you're face-to-face as a server, you're creating a memory for the customer, says Diana. Can be good or bad. Customer service matters. How you carry yourself and represent matters. Yes, I agree with that. It was a customer service job, 9% of the people wouldn't have a job. I agree with that. Communication with their customers helps me get better tips and better scores, especially the older customers. Yes. Okay. Older, yes. I debate that Pedro requires a pulse. What up, man? Instacart doesn't value customer service either. Yeah, I don't know much. I don't know as much about Instacart. I've only done like 10 Instacarts in my life, right? Food FedEx driver. Matthew says, I consider myself a food FedEx driver. Okay. And I think most customers see us like that. I know that sucks for a lot of us because we feel like we want to win over these customers and we think it makes a difference. I think it does sometimes, situationally. I think I'm not saying we shouldn't give good customer service. I'm talking to the 10%ers here. We're going to continue to do that because we treat it like a business. We know that there's rewards in that, right? And the ones that are crappy, they're doing this for a couple weeks or a couple months and they'll be out of the gig world and then somebody else comes in and takes their place, right? But I don't think the customers really value that. I don't think most of them do, guys. I really think they want us to pick up their food, follow the instructions, and drop it off. There's very little customer service in that. Tell me I'm wrong. Unless there's an issue that arises, or unless you're shopping and they're out of items, there's very little customer service. And when you see people and you hand them a bag, you should say thank you. Have a great day. Enjoy your meal. I do it every time. If I see somebody, I say something. I thank them every single time. But that's simple. That's basic customer service, in my opinion. Now, there's going to be other things like, you get there and there's above and beyond things. And I think we've all done them, and it's all situational. And if you have those skills, you'll know what to do in those moments. But those are few and far between, right? Like you got somebody that said, "Oh, I'm sorry, it was handed to me. Can you please come up the steps? I'm an older lady, or I'm on crutches right now. Can you please bring it up to me?" You should do that every single time. You should, because we're dealing with customers that are tipping us, so we need to take that extra step, right? But I don't think that happens that often, right? It doesn't happen that often. All right, let me just get to the current. If you haven't hit the thumbs up yet, hit the thumbs up for your boy. I'm very opinionated tonight. I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling alive. I want to talk about this tonight. I want to get you guys' perspective. I know I'm not right about everything, but I want to hear other people's perspectives on it because I know we all work different markets. Maybe some of you guys have been doing this a lot longer than me. You've been in the service industry longer than me. What is your thoughts about serving tables versus drop-off pickup? I would like to hear your thoughts on that. Petty Pedro, what up? Bobby, what up? Roxy, what up? Let's see any other new faces in here. Brian, Jonathan. Just get it done. What up, Hannibal? How are you, man? Marvin, Vincenti. Okay, so let me check the text line, okay? And see who we got in here tonight. A lot of text blowing up. Okay, let's see what we got here. Service matters and a legit rant. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Customer service really matters despite what some may say, and I've had a miserable experience. Too low hourly, well, I'll do 0 and just have a break if no one offers come in. Daily goals, well, mine is slow. Who's that? I think that was, I know who that is. That's Budso. My opinion is that the amount of service provided comes down to pay. The more the offer is worth, the more, at least for me, I'm willing to do for that particular person. I think that's an interesting comment. Let me read that again. My opinion is that the amount of service provided comes down to pay. So what you're saying is if a customer tips you $10 or if a customer tips you $2, the $10 tip is getting better service, right? But when you're waiting tables, you don't know who's tipping you unless you got regulars and you're going to take care of them because they tip you well or whatever, right? But you might have regulars in the service industry that don't tip you and you're not going to give them great service, right? But if you know that there's a $10 tip on that order, you're going to take more care and be more patient versus the $2 tip. I feel like that's what you're saying. And I think most of us would probably agree with that. All right, let me see if I can take a call here. Let me see. We got Mark in here. Pedro, I'm a new subscriber. I'm about to DoorDash in a week. I will deliver on a motorcycle. I can be filtered by stop vehicle. Okay, I'll have to read that later. I would love to comment on the waitress versus Dasher's customer. Let me see if this person's ready because they want to talk on topic here. Ready? Question mark. I would love to comment on the waitress versus Dasher's customer service. Let's see what they got to say. What up, couple laughter? How are you, Stephanie? Hello, Jessica. What up? Yes, I will not see every comment. Consider sending a super chat if you want me to see it. But you guys are talking amongst yourselves. Super chats aren't necessary, but if it's something that you really want me to see, that's the best way because there's just so much going on here. Okay, this person said they're ready. So let's give them a call right now. Let me see who this is. Let me get their name first. Okay. Here's the thing. We now go to grocery stores for example, and we do self-checkout because it's faster. We're a society of convenience. 100% agree. And we've had self-checkout for 15 years, I think. All right, this is Angelique. So we're going to give Angelique a call right now and see what she has on her mind. Can I get a thumbs up in the chat for the audio, if you guys can hear or not?
Hello,
this is Angelique?
Yes. Hi, Pedro. How are you?
I'm good. I'm saying that right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is this Angelique Rose?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I know that. I know the first and last name combined. So awesome. Great.
Oh,
so,
okay. Yeah.
What are your thoughts on this topic? I'd love to hear them.
Well, I've been a waitress. I started out in the customer service business as a waitress. And I see your points as providing more of a service. But because I was a waitress, I think I give more of a service dashing. Like I text every customer, I let them know if there's a wait, I let them know when I have their order, when I go to the restaurant, when I do shopping orders, like our local ShopRite is or Acme's. They don't know necessarily that a DoorDash driver is coming, so I'll either send them a meme that says like DoorDash driver on the way, or I'll send them a text just letting them know that I'm coming. And I've had several people tip me extra in cash when I got there because they weren't aware that I was coming as a DoorDash driver. They thought that the store was actually sending their people.
Right. I think there is a subset of customers that think these orders are coming from, like they used to order from Papa John, a pizza joint, and there was a pizza employee, right? And they don't understand sometimes that we are kind of independent. We just use the apps, and they don't understand it's not a Walmart person bringing them their groceries,
Exactly.
Yeah. So can I ask you a question?
It's hard, like you've been in the customer service business.
Yeah.
And like I've been in it like for most of my work adult life because I was in the casino for 15 years.
Okay.
And then, like I waitressed while I was in the casino before. So it's like hard on your body, but we're not doing the same thing, but I would say it would equal to like the same pay because we're putting to like more wear and tear on our cars, and that's an extra, added expense.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I think we, in as far as expenses go and money, I think we have it harder than service industry because we're not protected like they are in certain ways financially and even insurance and things like that. And the wear and tear on the car and the gas alone is just, it pales in comparison to what like a server at Applebee's.
Right.
They don't have that. They just got to worry about getting the gas and the mileage to get to work, and then the car sits there and it's idle, right? So it's a huge difference. But so you worked at casino, right? So let me ask you a couple questions. My first question is, when you worked at the casino, did they have any type of customer service training that was ongoing, or when you first got hired? Like, how does that work? Paint us a picture on how that works in the casino world.
When I first started, you had to go through your initial training process. And then my first couple years at the casino I was at, that was basically it. If they had an issue come up with something that happened on the floor, then they would bring you in for a special meeting. But later on, when I went to a different casino, they had monthly meetings where they would update your customer service. You would have to take quizzes online, and you would have to pass the quizzes. And every week they would have buzz sessions, because I was a supervisor on the gaming floor. So our supervisors would get us together, and they would be like, well, this is our topic for tonight. This is what's going on, how we want you to interact with the customers. We have a high roller coming in, so they did have extra training, and it was consistent. Like I said, it was monthly meetings.
Yeah, I think, and I worked in a casino as well. I don't know if you remember that, but that was the last job I had. And it was very similar. Yeah, we would, even as a management team, we'd have training things we go over, even with people that had been there for a while, as a refresher, or maybe there's a new program rolling out, or, and we don't get any of that. Well, not any, but as in the gig economy, you get very little bit of that, right? And I think it just shows that we need to have good service skills, but I don't think these gig companies really value that like a normal W-2, like a casino or an Applebee's, and somebody in the chat said, customer service goes beyond hospitality, and it does. You can get customer service from a retail store, Target, Walmart, your local gas station. Customer service is everywhere,
Right.
So one more question, because you did mention you had, when you send like your memes and your messages, that there are times you get extra tips. How often does that happen for you?
It's not as often as I like, but I would say about once a month.
Okay. But I mean, it's just like you treat that as a bonus. It's just like a little extra, because you're going to do what you're going to do anyway, right? Okay.
Exactly, but I must confess, if I see an order like with a lower tip, and say if I'm sitting there and I'm like, I haven't gotten anything for 20 minutes, and I'll take a $5.75 order, because I see they're not tipping as much, and with the gas prices, I don't give them like the extra customer service. Like, I'll let them know that I'm on my way, but I won't personalize it. I'll just be like, I have your order and I'm on my way, only basically to cover myself, so they can't say they didn't get their food. But the customers that I know tip, and then I'm going to go that extra mile. I'm just being honest.
Well, no, I think a lot of us feel like that, and I think I would relate it to working at a casino, and you got regulars, and you're a bartender at a casino, and that Pedro comes in, he tips $1, and he's there for 2 hours drinking 6 drinks. He leaves you $1, and then Angelique comes in, she orders a couple of drinks, she leaves you a $10 bill. Who do you think is getting better service? Probably you, right? Like, you're going to talk to, you're going to get talked to a little bit more. You're going to make sure you got the bev naps and your drinks never halfway. Like, if I tip $1, like I'm paying for $1 service, So interesting. I appreciate your thoughts on that and your perspective. And anything else you'd like to say before we take the next call?
No, that was it. Thank you so much for taking my call.
I appreciate you. Have a good night.
You too.
Right. So that's perspective from somebody that's worked in the industry. And I know that's the second person that said, if I see a tip that's higher, I'm going to give more service, better service. I'm going to cater service to that person. Now, I would say this, it's twofold. When we give those good tipping customers good service, they're probably going to tip good anyway. I don't know if it incentivizes them to tip more the next time. I think it just incentivizes them to continue to tip well. But what about the customer that tips $2? Should we be giving them the same great, outstanding service with the same memes, the same this, the same that, the same thank yous over the top, right? Because will that incentivize them the next time to give better tip? I don't know. I don't think it would. I think people tip low, people tip high. That's just how it is. Do you think the extra steps of service make you more money? I don't know. I think it's personal for everybody. Let's see what we got here. All right, we got Vegas says, if you take the order, give great service. I'm not against that. Was that Vegas crypto? Yeah, we should give good service, but I think we're wired to give better service to higher paying orders. I think that if you got a $200 worth of food in your car and you're on a DoorDash and it says it's paying you $15, but it's probably going to be more, you're probably going to make sure that you should make sure it's taken care. It's in a hot bag. Checked all the items. I'm on my way. And if you hit traffic, you should probably say, hit a little bit of traffic, but I'll be to you soon. Take that order, or you take a McDonald's order that's $10 worth of food. It's paying you $5. It's going a mile. You took it. Good order at face value. But are you taking that much care? Are you treating that McDonald's $10 Big Mac meal the same as you do the Ruth's Chris Steakhouse order that's $200? I think most of us, and I'm not saying this is right, treat them a little different. I really do. And it's because of the pay difference. One's probably paying you $25, one's paying you $5. Is that right? Is it wrong? Should we treat everybody, like Vegas said, the same exact way? And when we're not treating the low tipping customer the same as the high tipping customer, are we actually doing a disservice in the long run? Because then does that low tipping customer stop using the apps, and then eventually we run into the slow times that we're at now? I don't know. Food for thought. I don't know. All right. Let's see if we got somebody else we can get in here. La 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 la. Okay, hold up. We got a lot. Hold on. I had a nice back and forth with a customer who tipped me $50 on Friday. Wow. In my opinion, I give the highest level of service for handed to me orders / customers that are definitely tipping, and I try to act the way I would expect a dasher to treat me and my food. Some customers see minimal communication as a great service, meaning we aren't bugging them. Let's talk about that for a second. So I think we have two trains of thought here. I think we have the ultra communicative dashers or servers. I'm going to paint you two pictures here. And then we have the ones that follow instructions, pick it up, use a hot bag, drop it off, boom. And then maybe at the end you type in enjoy or thank you. Right? But then you have the waiter or dasher that is always at your table, always texting you. So they drop the food off, and we do what we call a 2-minute, 2-bite checkup. That's what you should do as a server. It's what I did with my people. You check with them after you drop the food off. 2 minutes or 2 bites later, you make sure everything's okay. That way, if something isn't okay, you kind of caught it quickly. You don't just drop it off and come back 20 minutes later when they need to check. No, it's bad customer service, right? But if you come back 2 minutes, and then you come back another 2 minutes, and you come back another 2 minutes, and you come back another 2 minutes, that is bad customer service, in my opinion. Because most people that go out to eat want you to take the order, maybe recommend some things, get the order correct, bring it out timely, check up with you. Is there anything else I can get you? Make sure your refills are good, your coffee's good, you got extra cream, you got napkins. If there's kids at the table, make sure the kids got what they need, and you step back and let them enjoy the meal. And then you check up on them again. How was that? How was the ribeye, Mr. Santiago? How was it, Pedro? Little Johnny, was your mac and cheese good? Talk to the kid directly. These are all little subtle things you can do, right? But if you do too much as a server, that's bad customer service. It's annoying. If you communicate too much as a dasher, that could be annoying. The customer's app's already going off saying you got to the store, saying when you picked it up. It's also letting the customer know when you're about to arrive. And it also lets them know when you arrive. 4 notifications the customer gets if they're looking at their phone. So if you are then also texting them 4 times, I got to the store, there's a 2-minute wait, I just left the store, I'm pulling up, that's 8 texts that they got. Some would consider that annoying. Some customers might say, oh, they're really on it, that's great. Depends on the customer. Right? Depends on the customer. But sometimes too much customer service can be bad. It's a negative. I've seen it. I've been a part of it. I've had waitresses that would literally, they hover and they think that that's good customer service, right? That's not good customer service. It's not, right? It's not. Some people might want that. Most people don't want that, right? Interesting. I think, like Nova's saying, people want their food dropped off, follow the instructions. I think 99% of customers, that's all they need. And if there's an issue, let them know. You should be texting if there's an issue with the food, don't have items, if you're going to be late, if there's a holdup. If the delivery instructions don't look accurate, we should be communicating before we get there so that they're ready for us and we're ready for them. But I think too much communication can be a negative sometimes. Too much of a good thing can be bad. It just can. Okay. Let's see. I think we got some good text here. Hold on here. I got a lot here. Hi, Pedro. Service is service from the time of acceptance, period. Still at work. I'm going to be chat. Throw me a wrench, please. I don't know who that is. So, okay. Go ahead and text in if you want. Go ahead and text in again if you want to chat about it. I'm going to say in the chat. What up, Ricky Knight? Okay, let me see if I can catch up here. Pedro explains all. I think the same stuff. It's a guessing game, but I just try to keep it simple. I think keeping it simple is very good. That's actually my recommendation. Now, I've had a billion videos overthinking and breaking down how to find hidden tips and do this, and I think that's important. But once you get to the point when you've got the tools and you feel strong, I think keeping it simple is very good. I think that's where you should be. It allows you to not be as stressed. It allows the customer to, my main thing is when it's a hand to me, that's when the customer service skills should come into play, or when there's an issue. Beyond that, I think keeping it simple is the best thing you can do. I really do believe that. And I think customers are fine with that. Because we got to understand, on this channel, we should 99% of the time, our orders should be being delivered to people that tipped us beforehand. They're tipping for the service. Most of your tips aren't going to come afterwards. Most of your tips aren't going to come in a cash tip. And we should never be delivering to people that don't tip and back tips out, ever. And if anybody else, content creator included, is telling you different, they're wrong. Bring them my way. Okay, we should not be doing that. You're costing yourself money in every market possible. Okay, but we should keep it simple. I think simple is good because I think what we're doing most of the time can be simple. I do believe that. I exclude Instacart shopping and ship shop because shopping is a different beast. I don't have enough expertise in that. I think that is very, very, very different. I really do believe that. Because there's even ways you should bag it a certain way. And like there's a lot of other steps when you're shopping versus when you're just picking food up. LC, what up? What up? I get better tips when I communicate. So how do you know you get better tips? Are you saying that they're upping the tip? How many times does an Uber hides tips, guys? I don't know if you guys knew that. So when you see an order coming in at $8 and it winds up being $8.29, they didn't give you an extra 29 cents. I have the value of Pedro's to supply excellent customer service always, but when someone shows you they are a miserable person, I walk away and shake my head. I hear you. What are we ordering tonight? Don't know yet, Daphne. Good question. Especially shipped where it's a gamble every time. Yeah, I don't know what you said, but I think you're probably talking about, Lou, you're probably talking about the shopping, right? It's different. It's a whole other beast, right? Whole other beast. People love to challenge you that Uber hides tips. Let people believe that the tips are going up. Listen, I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. And I don't have actual data to back it up. I love to get it. I don't have it yet. I'm working on that. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Pedro, for all your help. I thank you, guys. Uber hides tips. I have more ride-alongs than anybody on YouTube. Look it up. I looked it up the other day. Nobody has more ride-alongs than this guy. I'm a clown for it sometimes. Nobody has more ride-alongs than me. Nobody has shown their orders like I do as frequently as I have. Nobody. I've done it so much. It's almost like I'm brain dead to it. It's like ridiculous. I'm not beating my chest. This isn't me bragging. It's a fact. DoorDash and Uber both hide tips. In my market, if an order comes in as $11, it's 100% of the time more. I can say 100 because I've had hundreds of them. So it's not like I'm only talking a handful. They hide tips, whether it's unknown surge or they just hide tips. The customer didn't get their food and then go back in the app 99.9% of the time and say, that guy was really great. He dropped my food off right at the centimeter mark of my doorstep, right where I like it. No, I'm going to give him an extra $5. I'm going to give him an extra 29 cents. It does not happen 99.9% of the time. And that's going to, some of you guys are not going to be happy that I said that. Now, I'm not saying don't continue to give good customer service. We should, because we want the apps to be sustainable, and we're dealing with customers that are tipping us, so we should value that human being and give them good service. But customers aren't going back in the app and adding extra tips. It happens, but it's not frequent. So when you see it go up, it's because they hid it from you. It's not because you did something fantastic for them. It's a hard pill to swallow for some of us, but I'll die on that hill. I need you guys to trust me on that. We're going to get cash tips here and there. I get it. You're going to be communicating with somebody and then they didn't think about giving you that $5. And they're going to give you a $5 because you were great. That's not normal. That doesn't happen every single shift. If there's a driver where every shift you work, you get a cash tip, I'd like to meet that driver right now. Every day you work, you get cash tips. I've worked every day. I've worked full time for 15 months now. I had a week where it happened like one time where I was getting dollars here. Every shift you get a cash tip. No, it's impossible. It's impossible, guys. So we're having this conversation because let's deal into reality. What customer service? How do customers really weigh that in what we do? How do they weigh that? Are we putting too much of a weight on it? I don't know. How do you leave a tip after? I can't find where a tip. So Dawn, with DoorDash, I've been told you can call support and do it, but it takes a while. With Uber, if you go in your order history, there's like an option, but there's still buttons you got to press. You got to really look for it. It's not like it doesn't just pop out at you right away. You know what I'm saying? What up, Mary? What up, Lee? Read the table. I count on one hand how many times I got. That's what I'm saying, Neil. And it's not. I look at that as just bonus. Those are just extra crazy customers, and they're fantastic. Or you did something that week. Maybe I think most of us, you might get one cash tip a week. That would be my guess. That would be the average for most of us. Maybe one a week. Maybe one every 2 weeks. Customers don't tip more on the app, guys. That's not normal. The tip that they put in is what they put in. And DoorDash and Uber hides it. Or, if anything, more people will take a tip away on Uber or Instacart versus adding a tip. That happens more often than we're getting extra money for dropping somebody food off. What do you think? I get a lot of hidden tips. So do I, Diana. So do I. But those tips were there already. That's my point. The customer tipped $10. DoorDash only showed you 4. And it went up 6. It wasn't because you did something great. It's because it was there already and DoorDash didn't want you to know about it. Gigaholic Rex, 99% of orders the customers just use as leave at door and never see your face. Exactly. Bottom line, we are running our business right. We are trying to base business decisions off of unknown variable, hidden, or cash tips. Base your decisions off the facts available for you. I agree, 100%. Very well said. I did see that, Lou, with the tip baiting. I did see that. I think that's a great move, actually. The $10 insurance for as long as you didn't do anything wrong. I think they're listening to their shoppers. I think that's good. See how long it lasts, but I think that's good. Where do you find the food total? If you have a iPhone, iOS, or whatever, if you tap on the deliver to and look at the delivery instructions and scroll, the subtotals there. If you have an Android, you can't see it. There are apps, Power app and the utility app, where you can get subtotals on either device, I believe. All right, let's take another call. Let's see. I average 5 cash tips a month. Very, very rare. There you go, Tuck. That's what I'm saying. It's very rare. And listen, I'm not trying to slight anybody. I'm not trying to have an argument. All I'm saying, I'm giving you guys the facts. With me be doing this as long as I have, hearing from other people that have been doing it longer. Most people do not tip more after service. If we're talking food delivery. With Instacart and Shipt, I don't have as much knowledge about that, so I can't speak to that as much. But with the food apps, order food, You drop it off. The tip's there. That's it. Very simple. Okay. All right. Christopher Taylor, what up, man? He says shipped allows customers the opportunity to tip all the way until the next order. That's good. That's cool. I think that's good. Let's see. Agree with tip baiting happening more often. You know what? I've only had it happen one time. And actually, I deserved it because there was an order from this place. I'll never forget, Divine. I get there. I had to order and pay. I ordered everything that was on the list. And there was a smoothie, but it didn't say smoothie. It was like worded something different. And I thought it was a food item. I dropped the food off. No smoothie. The customer texts me, "Where's my smoothie?" I said, "I'm so sorry. I didn't know there was a smoothie. You know, I apologized." She said, "Forget it." And I was like gone. I probably should have went back and gotten it, but she said, "Forget it." So that's why it was my fault. And there was a $5 tip that she took back. I don't feel like that's tip baiting. I feel like, hey, I didn't deserve the tip. It's happened one time. That's it. So I don't know how often it happens. I think I hear people talking about it, but I've only experienced it one time. Let's check the text line. We're gonna take a next call and see. I believe we should. This is from Tony the Driven Dad. I believe we should serve people we choose to service through the apps the top-notch service we also expect. Other people's behavior does not determine my actions. I like that. I like that a lot. So if you're accepting a rideshare, if you're accepting an order on Instacart, an order on DoorDash, you should give your top-notch service, your best all the time, because you're dealing with somebody that is probably tipping you. Or rideshare, it's different, right? Because there's like always tips after, never in front. But I like that. Service matters and a legit rant. Still want to defend you, but some customers ask for extra. They do. I deliver pizza and DoorDash part-time, and I'll be honest, I don't give the same customer service when I do DoorDash as I do when I am at my W-2. I view them differently as far as that goes. Let's see if this person wants to chat. I'm not surprised by that comment, and I don't necessarily disagree. And when you're working a W-2, I think it's different. I just do. I am for customer service. I mean, I can show you my rating. Well, we're just having an honest conversation, right? What does it matter as much as we think it does to the customer and to the gig apps? I mean, listen, I'm at a 4. I mean, it's not uncrazy. I'm at a 4.96. I got 99.5s. I got 1.1. But I want to be there. If I'm lower than a 4.90, I'm concerned. Like, oh man. But at the end of the day, most customers don't rate you. Okay, they don't take the time to do that. They don't. They just want their food. So what can we do to make sure that happens? I think that's as simple as it should be. I mean, I could do a 5-hour course on customer service. Maybe I'll do a video one day. I've trained managers and servers. My customer service skills are very high. For new, I wouldn't be able to teach most of y'all because you're not new to this. But if I had to teach a class of new people, new drivers, new waitresses, I could make somebody and give them all the tools and the things that they need in every scenario, right? But I don't think most of what I would speak in that video would pertain to DoorDash. I just don't, because I don't think customers care about that. The average customer doesn't care. Let's give this person a call. See, they want to chat about the pizza delivery game, W-2 customer service versus DoorDash. Let's give them a call. Okay, and I'm gonna get back in the chat because I want to read what you guys got going on here. What up, Mark? What up, Yost?
Hey, bro.
Hello. Who do we have on the line tonight?
What's up, bro? It's Marcus.
Marcus, how are you, man?
I can't complain, man. How you doing?
I'm good, brother. I'm good. So let's talk about your comment about the pizza delivery versus DoorDash.
Okay. I'll be honest. When I deliver pizzas as opposed to DoorDashing, my interactions with the pizza delivery are a lot more face to face, a lot more conversational, as opposed to like DoorDash. Like you were saying earlier, it's leaving my door. Hey, I got my milkshake. I got my ketchup packets. Slam the door in my face.
Yeah.
So I've done that. I've gone above and beyond. Hey, how's it going? I'm on my way. Blah blah. And I've always learned, as opposed to pizza delivery, they're very much, is everything there?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, we're good. So I found myself like, why am I breaking my neck to text this person and go the extra mile? Blah, blah. They don't know me from a can of paint. As opposed to when I do my W-2 job, a lot of the clientele I have, I see all the time. Like, they know me by name. Like, oh, here comes Marcus. I have the uniform on. I got a cap on that says Clean Peace on it. So it's a lot more personal for me. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't give great customer service when you do DoorDash or anything like that, but I've just noticed the level of personal interaction is a lot less. You know, it's like people, they don't care. And I've heard people say like, oh, well, people tip after blah, blah. I've learned that, in my opinion, I'm in Ohio, in Cleveland. Okay. I've learned, like you say, if they're going to tip, they're going to tip. Yeah. I mean, dude, when I tell you, I've jumped through hoops and like text from the store, hey, they're out of fruit punch, they want a grape instead, blah, blah. They want to answer me, they don't care. So I'm like, so I hate to say it, I kind of got to the point where I'm like, you know what? I'm just verifying things here and drop it off, or here you go, all right, bye. And that's it. So I'll be honest, you know, I do feel like customer service as far as DoorDash goes, I hate to say it, really doesn't, I don't want to say it doesn't matter, but it's more about the like my product itself. It's like, say, like you were saying earlier, hey, is my burger hot? Is it my shake there? Yeah. Did you get my extra sauce, my Chick-fil-A sauce? All right, good, slam door. Yeah. So I that's why I say what I say. Like, you know, pizza, I'm super, how's it going? Blah, blah. You know, this is not conversate with them, but DoorDash, I don't put the same energy into it. I hate to say it. I don't see the purpose of it. I've seen people wreck their brains. I watch a lot of YouTubers like, oh, I did this and I texted from the store. Oh, I blah, blah. They tipped $2. They weren't going to tip you. They were going to tip you anyway. You could have came and bounced the food in your damn head. Could have bought all types of food warmers. Yeah. If they're going to tip you, they're going to tip you. That's my experience. I'm not speaking to nobody else in the chat or anybody else that watches your channel. Yeah. I hate to say it. I feel like, you know, customer service doesn't necessarily matter with DoorDash. All that people care about, in my opinion, is what I ordered there, is it hot? Yeah. You know, I don't give a damn speak to me. I don't care if you say hello, enjoy. I don't care about that. Oh, that's cool. All right. Yeah. I'm already standing good. That's my opinion. So. Yeah. No, I hear you. I think. Do you think that you look at it differently also because when you're dealing face to face with a pizza drop off, there's an opportunity to get that cash tip more often than a DoorDash delivery, so you feel like you need to be on your game more? Yes and no. I feel like that part is more or less the likelihood of dealing with this person again. Because again, with DoorDash, it's like, you know, for you, like you probably count on one hand how many times you got the same person that dashed to you. Yeah. Like, I'm pretty sure when you ordered tonight, the young lady that was, you know, probably high, like you said last week. Yeah, she's not coming back. It's probably not going to be her. Yeah. Yeah. Where my W-2 job is literally 5 of us. So if you order cream pizza, 9 times out of 10, either I'm coming or there's 3 other people that's coming. So for me, it's a lot more important for me to be presentable, nicer. Because like when Marcus came last week, he was super excellent. Or Marcus came last night, he was an a-hole. Yeah. I'm calling the store and look, your driver Marcus, blah blah. We're doing that. Like, look, you're any teenager, 17-year-old kid show up. I don't, you know what I'm saying? That's what I look at it. I'm like, you know, my likelihood of dealing with these people is a lot higher at my W-2. To say DoorDash, because I can count on like on one hand how many times I've delivered to the same person. It's like, you know, people say all the time, oh, I get this person every day, blah, blah. Yeah, I very rarely, like, I'll drop the McDonald's off, I won't see this person again. So I hate to say it, I don't have the same enthusiasm to be, oh, let me make sure they're good. Oh, how you doing, sir? But I don't, you know, like, here you go. You want McDonald's, your Burger King? All right, bye, check it out. You know. No, I hear you. I think, you know, I think what I would say to that is, you know, regardless of, you know, if we take an order, we should give service, like the best that you can. But I totally understand, like, sometimes DoorDash these orders and the customers will kind of beat you down. Like, they don't, you know, they just want the food. They don't need the extra pleasantries. Most of them don't need it, is my, you know what I'm saying? And I think if you do this long enough, you tend to see that. So you become like that server at Applebee's. It's just like going through the steps. Because, you know, hey, the money's going to be there regardless. Why am I, you know, I try to go through all the hoops and like do all the stuff and put all the extra whipped cream on the sundae and smile. And it's like, it doesn't get you anywhere most of the time. And it's a sad, it's a reality, but it's the truth, I think, especially with the gig apps, because people, you don't see a lot of people. There's not as much face-to-face like at your W-2 at the pizza place, because it's just pick up, drop off. And they want to open the bag and make sure everything's there. And
I think that's it for most people. And the customer service that we can provide is limited compared to other jobs, I think.
Oh, absolutely. And I've had people say that to me. I've delivered to people on both that recognize me from both. They'll say, "Oh, you're the guy from Cleveland Pizza." I'm like, "Yeah, you do DoorDash too." Yeah, and even their response to it is a lot, worse. It's like, "Oh, well, why do you do this DoorDash, dude? Like, you got a real job." I'm like, "You got a real job. Like, this is a job too." But they don't have the same appreciation. And I've asked people that. I'm like, "Dude, what difference does it make if I show up in my Cleveland Pizza uniform, if I show up with a Dasher bag?" Like, it's like, "Oh, well, this is an app, blah, blah, blah." You know what I'm saying? So people that verbalize that to me is like you said earlier, is my Chick-fil-A sauce there? Is my drink there? All right, sign the door. Where the pizza, very rarely will it be leaving my door. It's literally open the door. I want to talk to you. Hand me the pizza bag. Where like McDonald's is like, all right, leave on steps. Yeah. I've never had somebody tell me, okay, need pizza on the, I know DoorDash does pizza delivery and they'll say leave it outside. But for me, it's a lot more of okay, I'm going to have to talk to this person. A lot of times, like, my shirt don't clean, blah, blah. With DoorDash, I hate to say it, I don't feel like you should just pull up and throw the food at the porch. But at the same time, most of the time, everything that is there, as far as tip and everything, is already set. I've very rarely gotten a cash tip from a pizza delivery on a DoorDash app as I've done my W-2s. I've done both.
Yeah.
I have a pizza bag from the job. It's like, and I laugh when I watch you do it. I'm like, dude, like, pizza delivery. I'm like, I watch people say, oh, it's a $400 delivery. I've done that. Dude, I've taken $400 delivery to UPS, and there's a whole break room full of people.
Yeah.
And when I tell you, they didn't even tip me $1. Yeah. I'm like, wow, so I watch your videos. I'm like, dude, this pizza delivery thing. I'm like, people think it's cash tips. It's kind of the same way. It's like people, if they're going to tip you, they're going to tip you. Like, you could be the nicest, sweetest. You can have. I've had the guy deliver DoorDash to me in a Bentley. It's like, they don't care. Like, oh, we're okay to the porch. I've just noticed that. Not take the time up, but like I say, I'm one person that will say customer service is good to do, but I'll be honest, I'm not really as personable as I should be when I'm DoorDash as opposed to the W-2 because, like I say, when I'm doing my W-2. The likelihood of me knowing these customers is greater because, again, we have the same, little mile radius. I go to certain houses over and over again where DoorDash is like, okay, I might be in this zone, that zone, that zone. So, hey, if I'm in a zone like you do, you'll switch to downtown. Yep. I'm downtown maybe once a month. I don't know these damn people here. Man, you DoorDash, pizza, whatever, bye.
Well, I would challenge you in this way, Marcus, on that. All I would say is, if we're delivering to people, we should be delivering knowingly to people that tip us. With pizza delivery, I know it's different sometimes, right? Because they got to sign a receipt or they got to pay cash, But with DoorDash, I'm gonna give good customer service because I know that they tip me most of the time, right? So I'm gonna always treat it like as such, regardless because I took it at the face value and I know they tip me whatever. So it's a good enough amount for me. So I'm gonna give them that good service, but I think there are a lot of dashers that are just like pick up, drop off, and that's cool. Most customers also, I think, that's all they need. So I think this company and this gig apps that we're in this zone and in this space of like just complete like we got blinders on to the customer service aspect, whether it's dashers or customers. And it's just like, just pick it up and just drop it off. So we're losing that sense of customer service. And that's what I'm getting at. Like we don't have it. Because it's not even DoorDash doesn't even require it the way the app works. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not really required in the way that a service job is, the way that a pizza job is, because there's more face to face, the way that even a Walmart cashier, you got to be friendly. The DoorDash doesn't the way that the app works does not require the customer service skills. I think some of us think it does. I really don't think it does. I think when issues happen, you got to put your customer service hat on. But most of these orders are just pick up and drop off. That's it. That's all it is.
Not to cut you off, but I said I'm not going to hold up for anybody else. That's the biggest thing that you stated that is the defining factor for me. When you call the pizza joint, there's an actual person that you talk to. It's not God forgive me, but it's not a person from India. It's like it's an actual, okay, if you were the owner, it's okay, I want to speak to Pedro.
Yep.
Not Not, you Joe Blow who just picks up the phones. Also, it's like, so it's a lot different for that rating. So when that rating comes to my owner, it's a little bit different than you post on the app. Marcus came, he was a butthole, blah, blah, blah. I don't give a damn about that. Who cares? 4.9. Okay, we're 4.9 to the 4.90. Oh, well, whatever. As opposed to, okay, I have an actual manager. When I get back to the store, I have to actually talk to an actual person and say, look, Marcus, when you went to blah, 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 they said blah, blah, blah. I'm writing you up, as opposed to, okay, you're gonna log up to the app. You're gonna say I was an a-hole. That does make a difference, as opposed to
It does.
how you deal with it. It's like, okay, okay, it'll go away in 100 deliveries, whatever. Who cares? As opposed to you're talking to an actual person. My owner's there all the time. It's like he'll say, like, look, I got a phone call about you. They said X, Y, and Z, as opposed to all the ratings. My rating went from 4.99 to 4.95. Oh well, whatever. I don't care. So
yeah. Now I hear you, man. I appreciate your perspective, especially coming from you working two different. You work in food delivery, but you got W-2, then you got the DoorDash. So I appreciate it, Marcus, man. Have a good night, bro.
Absolutely, bro. You too, man.
All right, thank you. Interesting stuff. I think there isn't. It's all about perception and what you want. Roy, are you still in here? Hit the thumbs up if you are, because you said something in the chat that I need to disagree with you on. So if you're in here, hit the thumbs up, or just in the chat. Let me know, because I don't want to talk about it unless you're here. Because I don't want to. I want you to be here for me to say it. But let's see, Nova Dasher. I honestly put a bigger focus on building relationships with the merchants and treat them with respect. Well, Nova, you're like your next level, and they also impact my ability to deliver. Yes. Noah brings up a great point, and I didn't think about this, and thank you for putting it in. Roy's here. Okay, cool. I'm going to get to Roy in a second. Noah brings up a great point. I didn't think about this, and I should have, so thank you, Nova Dasher, for that. I think, it's my opinion, I think our customer service skills as drivers, as dashers, is we can impact more by having good relationships with the people, the restaurants. Walking in, treating those guys good. Making sure we say thank you to them, making sure we're understanding and trying to be patient. And, hey, if it's a long wait, then unassign, walk away, right? Like that to me is more of a game changer in your market to make money, to build a relationship, so that when you walk in the next time, the 5th time, the 10th time I walk into Panera, I've tipped those girls sometimes. You guys have seen it on YouTube. I don't do it often, but I've done it sometimes. And I walk in, and if everybody's busy, they'll give me that look like, who you got? And they'll take care of me when they can, because they know I value them. I treat them with respect. To me, that level of customer service will go further than doing extra for the customer sometimes, because we're limited to what we can do with the customer, because most of the orders are pick up, leave at the door, take a picture, right? So you can't impact those orders that much. You just can't. Sometimes, unless the bag is see-through, you don't even know if everything's in the bag. You should look at item details. You should see if there's a soda. You should see if there's a salad, and they only handed you one bag. It's got one item. Okay, is there a cold bag with this? Because I know this is a pizza. Where's the salad? We should do those things. Those are basic things. But customer service skills being used from you to the merchant, game changer in your market. Make sure they know your name. Ask them questions. You guys expect to be busy today? How you guys doing today? Having a good day? How long you working today? I'll be out today. You here till 4? Maybe I'll see you later. Have a great day. Appreciate you guys. I know you guys working hard. Appreciate you very, very much. Have a great day. If I don't see you, maybe I'll see you tomorrow. That took me 10 seconds to say that, right? But those are the kind of customer service skills you should have that will really allow you to make more money and build better relationships. So Nova, appreciate you jumping in on that. Now, Roy said something earlier. He's here. Yeah, we got to pause. We got to, hey, boo. This is real life, y'all. Hey, say hi. You want to take this out of your mouth? Say hi. She just woke up, so I have to pause. I don't want to get into Roy yet. So not with the baby in my hand. And Roy will appreciate what I'm about to say. So if you haven't hit the thumbs up yet from my ugly dome, at least hit it for this beautiful baby Ruby June. Say hi, boo. You just woke up. What time is it? You've only been sleeping for 2.5 hours. Why are you up right now? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Are you hungry? Sometimes she knows when I'm live, and she just wants to come say hi to you guys. So it's all good. Yeah. Well, let me see who we got in the chat. I'll just say hi to you guys for a minute here. Say Bobby, Janet, Payboy JM, Gig Lebowski, Diana, Brandi, they all say hello. They're saying hi. So she'll be 9 months on Easter. And we should be moving this week. So she'll celebrate 9-month-old in the new house. So that'll be good. Oh, Roy, yeah, we could do that. But I want to say what you said. I got a rebuttal to that based on some things I've seen you do. So I think we could have a good back and forth. Plus, you also do gig apps and W2 Domino's. So I think we can have a good conversation. Hi. Say hi. You guys see Poppy right here? Look, your face is here on this phone, and it's on the computer too. And you got the lights right there. We'll call this intermission. This is a little break, y'all. So Roy said he can. Yeah, I saw Cynthia. We're good. Pedro, are you moving out of state? No, we're not moving out of state. Hi. No, don't do that. You're so strong. Huh? You're so strong. Why'd you wake up? Well, you wanted to say hi to me? We spent, I don't work on weekends, so we spend Saturdays and Sundays together. So this is the time. So I think she gets a little, she misses me a little bit. I don't think she needs a bottle. I mean, there's that bottle in there, so. There's a bottle in there still, so I don't think she needs it. I'm surprised she's up. It's a little early for her.
Well, the dog's been acting crazy in there.
Because the door's closed.
Yeah.
That's why. When we move, I'll be in the basement office, so you guys won't get this because she'll be upstairs. So this will probably be the last time. You guys get the little Ruby June intermission. Yeah, I'm talking about you. What's your mom doing over there? Is she doing her craziness? Is that what she's doing? He's staring at me. What is? Oh, you got the candle. We got a candle here. You can't eat the candle. You can smell the candle. It smells like linen, fresh linen. It's good.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, bye.
Can I see?
Huh? Oh, yeah. Do that. There you go. All right. So, okay. Roy said something earlier we're talking about customer service, and I think people are bringing up great points. We're talking about if you take the job, I think he said something effective. If you take the job, you should do the work and do it right. I agree with that 100%. But Roy, I'm going to challenge you. Our relationship, that's what we do with each other, right? There's been times you've taken orders, a customer doesn't tip, you shake the soda, right? So you can't say if you take the job, do the work with all 100% customer service because sometimes you haven't done it. So if you want to call and talk about that, we can talk about that. Because I think we're all guilty of treating customers that tip differently than customers that don't. I think most of us are. I think a lot of us are, right? So I'm just saying. Oh, this is Roy. So we're going to take the call right now. Hold on. We're going to take the call right now. Roy, what's up, man?
What's up, y'all?
So let's talk about it. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. This is my deal. I give zero shits about people who don't tip or their food. I said.
I'm the same way.
Yeah, exactly. And whether it's my W-2 job or DoorDash, I feel the same way. At least with DoorDash, you guys are able to. See, the thing is, with my W-2, I'm stuck. I have to take non-tippers. I'm stuck with them.
Right.
Whereas you guys get that opportunity to pick what you want to pick.
Right.
I don't get that opportunity. But I look at it this way. I am putting my life on the line. I'm putting my vehicle on the line. As you guys know, I totaled a car. I got a car totaled driving for Domino's. So in my personal opinion, if you don't want to take care of the people while you get to sit on your ass and watch TV, play with your kids, whatever, if you can't show appreciation, your soda, in my opinion, can blow up in your face for all I care. That's what you deserve, because you're not showing any respect to me. You're not showing you're not even showing respect for yourself that you care about somebody else doing you a favor. You know what I'm saying?
No, I get it. So let me play devil's advocate. So Do you think if drivers, and I'm not saying you, we're talking drivers in general, right? If you think too many drivers do that at a Domino's or a Papa John's, whatever, your W-2 job, Domino's. If too many drivers shake that up or run their AC on the pizza box and not put it in the bag, or there's all these tricks, right? So, you know what I'm talking about. So if too many drivers do that, do you think then that's why there's so many customers around you that don't tip?
No, to be honest with you, because we deal, like what's his name was saying earlier, we deal with a specific radius when we deliver Domino's, no more than the 2 to 3 mile radius.
Right.
So we're dealing with the same customers. I've been there 2.5 years, and I've dealt with the same customers for the last 2.5 years.
Yeah.
So, and so I know who tips and I don't, and it's a continual issue. You can see that I've delivered probably to the same house 25 times, and regardless of how great the service is, they still don't tip. So it's a little bit different with the whole DoorDash thing, because you're, like you said, you're going different zones. I'm in the same zone, so I see the same people nonstop over and over and over again.
Right. And that, to me, if I'm being honest, that would be frustrating for me. I don't know. I don't think I could do that, because I would, I couldn't deliver to the same person 25 times and and then, your pay is different. You have some pay and maybe even some gas benefits, I would imagine, maybe from Papa John's, or there's something there that we don't have as Dashers. But like, I don't know if I could do that, man. I just couldn't.
Yeah, and that's why they get the air conditioning put on their food. Or
see, let me stop.
I actually have a special tube for that.
Listen, I think it's funny, but I think it's wrong. That's just my opinion.
Yeah.
But also, I've never had to do what you do, so I can't speak to that. You know what I'm saying? I haven't done the pizza game like you've done it, or for however long you've done it. So I can't say I'd never be like that, because I'm pretty petty, like myself, right? Yeah. But like, I think that's hilarious. I think it's funny, but I think it's wrong. But it is hilarious. I'll give you that.
Yeah. And I actually have a vacuum tube from an old wet dry bag that hooks right to my air conditioning bag. And I can run that right into the pizza bag, no problem.
Yeah, no, I've seen it. No, and you know what? I actually heard that from. I heard the soda thing from you. I heard the pizza thing from somebody else somewhere. I can't even remember where. But when I heard that, I was like, "That's kind of ingenious, but it's kind of fucked up." It's funny, but you know what I'm saying? Like, it's kind of like, oh man, like their pizza's got to be ice cold, like.
Yeah, well, at that point, put it in your oven. Spend the money. Spend the money I had to waste my gas money and risk my life. You can put your food in the oven. And that's how I look at it. No,
I hear you, man. You know me. I'm all no tip, no trip 2.0. We should never knowingly do that, because I think in this day and age, people that don't tip or back tips out, I think it's just rude.
Well, I don't think that. See, the whole Uber thing, allowing people to back out tips, should never happen in the first place. That's something they need. That's something they need to change, regardless.
It should.
Like DoorDash, they can't take away your tip. Which that's the one thing DoorDash has done right, in my opinion, is they can't take away the tip. And that's the problem with, I think, Uber issues with Uber, is they need to stop that, because it's like you said, it's not your fault if somebody forgets to put something in the bag. You should not have to pay the price for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I agree. I agree. I think for me, I think Uber shouldn't make it easy. I think that if somebody wants to take a tip away because a Dasher or Uber Eats driver did something crazy, like they, I don't know, they put cigarettes in their food or something. You've seen Dashers do crazy stuff. I think they should be able to call Uber and like provide some evidence that, hey, I don't want to tip my driver because they're a bonehead. But like, to be able to go in the app and just do it and it take 5 seconds, I think that's wrong.
Yeah, exactly. There's got to be some kind of evidence to do it. You just can't take away something, and that's something that Uber really needs to fix. And until they fix that, all it does is put bad taste in drivers' mouth.
Right.
We already got the shit. Let's face it, we already got like 90% shitty ass drivers out there as it is. Now you're hurting your 10% of good ones, because you're pissing them off, because they're losing their tip, because of whatever BS is happening. And so you're putting a bad taste in the 10% of the good drivers we actually have. You're putting a bad taste in their mouth by allowing your tips to be taken away for no reason.
Yeah.
And so that's the start of where you start to. that's the kind of culture you start by allowing shit like that to make your business fall behind and get people to where they don't care anymore. And so they don't care if they eat your food. They don't care if your food is cold, you know, and that's the culture that those businesses breed on their own, which is the problem. You know?
No, I agree. And listen, I told you, man, I said it. There's sometimes I say things before you, and there's sometimes you say things before me. But I said the 90-20 thing months ago, and you know that.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that that's reigning true because I keep seeing it every day, and I've seen it when I order my food. You know, like I've had 1 out of 10 that's been decent, and all the other ones have been kind of subpar to crappy. And I think when you do it enough, you tend to see like I think those percentages are. I think that's what it is. Yeah, I just do. So,
and I use your ordering as an example for why I feel, and I did a video that blame your fellow gig workers for 90% of the problems you deal. You can blame your fellow gig workers because they're the ones that are causing 90% of the problems that we good drivers have to deal with every day. Yeah. It's because of that 90% that don't give a shit, that don't take pride in their work. They're just out there to make a quick buck, and they're the ones causing it for it, you know. So
yeah, I think there's some truth to that, and I think we can control our own actions when we're driving and delivering to people and what we're taking. But at the end of the day, sometimes the actions of the drivers that aren't good sometimes will actually affect us sometimes, and I think that's kind of it's messed up, but I think that's the reality. So.
Yeah, and it's simple things. It's not like it's hard. Clean your car. I don't know how many times I've watched dashers get into cars that look like some beast is going to jump out of the back seat. It's so gross. Or, you know, it's like, and my whole thing is if you want to be considering yourself an independent contractor, a business owner, take pride in what the hell you do. Like these people don't even take pride in it. They want to complain, I'm a business owner, I'm my own person. But yeah, you don't even take the pride in the simple things that need to be done, let alone important stuff that needs to be done. So, you know, so I don't feel sorry for a lot of them because, like I said, I'm out here, I see it. And it's like, you don't, I have a picture of a guy kicking his feet waiting on an Uber Eats order.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I mean, it's nuts. Hey, Roy, I appreciate your input on this, and keep shaking those soda bottles, I guess, man. Do what you got to do.
It'll be the Bellagio fountains when you go.
Oh, Lord. All right, man.
All right, boss.
See you.
All right.
That's crazy. I would never shake the soda. I couldn't do it. Well, I don't know. I can be pretty petty sometimes, but I don't know if I do that because I never know. Like, it could be like a kid or something, you know, like that's gonna. I don't know. It's fun to talk about, but customer service, man, we're talking about that. So I'm gonna see what we got in chat. I want to talk with you guys for a minute. We've taken 3 phone calls at this point. I do want to order something on Uber Eats. I want to do that very soon here. It's already 10:30, so. But I want to see in the chat if you guys got questions. If you guys have comments about what we're talking about, or maybe an experience, put it in the chat. Let's talk for a little bit and see what we got going on. Okay. What up, Yessie, Matthew, Eric, Sir? What up? What up? Brandon, Rico Dash. What up? What up? Place the order sooner than later. Yeah, I know. Only the best pass the test. Unlike the rest, we can dash for the cash to build our. Earl's dropping bars over here. I see. Broke boy. What up, Brandon? Tiffany, hello. How are you? Mary Davidson, hello. I had a request a refund because the dasher had her 2 cats with her child allergic. See, yeah, that's crazy, Mary. That's wild, man. Was scared by a customer who didn't close their robe. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, that's wild. What up, Yo? Yo says, I talked to my brother-in-law about DoorDash. They have said every order has been wrong. Oh, man, it's crazy, man. Because it's such a simple thing, right? It's such a simple thing. I think sometimes the order's wrong because the merchant gets it wrong. Maybe we get it wrong as dashers. It's wild, man. I told them to stop ordering from. Well, it's Popeyes, Yost. What do you expect from Popeyes? Come on, man. Angelique, that's insane. Yeah, he does. Okay, so should we place an order on Uber Eats? I have a $35 coupon or something crazy. Should we do that now? If you haven't hit the thumbs up, hit the thumbs up for your boy. We got 226 thumbs up. Let's get to a cool 250 real quick, if you don't mind. I have no problem asking for a thumbs up. I believe in what we're doing on this channel. The more thumbs up we get, the more YouTube likes it, and it pushes it out to more people, so we can bring more people into this family, and we can help each other out and have good laughs like we're doing tonight. So let me go ahead and pull this up on my phone for you guys and see. I'll show you right. Maybe you can see it. $35 off. You guys see that? So let's go ahead and claim the promo. Used by April 22nd. Promo applied. Fantastic. I like that. So let's see what we got here. I guess we're eating for free tonight? Huh. Okay. Okay, so promo applied. Let's go back. Let me see. Let's go. I kind of want some pizza. I'm not going to lie. I think the only pizza I'm going to have as an option is going to be Papa John's, though, I think. Yeah. Oh, I like Jets pizza. Anybody like Jets pizza? I love Jets pizza, actually. It's like Detroit style. They got the crispy edges. That's fantastic, but I think it's too late for that. But I'm going to try. Yeah, closed. Opens Monday at 11. Okay. Papa John's is going to be the only one. There's an Alicia's, which is a local joint. Thanks for the 250 thumbs up. Appreciate y'all. Alicia's is really close and they're local, but I think they might be. Nope, I can do Alicia's. We'll do Alicia's. We'll keep it local. So let's go ahead and order a. You guys know me, I don't eat meat. So let's see. Oh, I would love some chicken wings, but look at that. Oh, Lord. Oh, boy. Okay, let me order this pizza. We'll get into the chat. We'll take another call or two. We'll see. Okay, let's get, what kind of pizza should we get? Pro veggie? I don't really need it. I might just get a cheese pizza and be really, really basic. What do y'all think? Keep it local. I try to keep it local when I can, but sometimes you can't. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a cheese pizza. I don't really need any veggies on it. Maybe black olives and mushrooms? That sounds pretty good. Black olives and mushrooms sounds pretty good. Save 35, conditions apply. Oh, it's going to be some conditions on here? Really? All right, let's order this pizza so before we get crazy here. Okay. So can I make my own pizza? Is there like a pizza modifier somewhere? Let me see. Nope, doesn't look like it. So maybe do cheese and then I'll be able to add something. Let's try it. Let's do a medium. I'll do a large. I'll eat some tomorrow. Okay, boom. Large cheese pizza. We're going to add, what should we get? I'm kind of a black olives kind of dude. And I'm kind of a mushroom kind of guy. What do y'all think? Vegetables. Jets. I love Jets. I like Jets pizza. I'm not going to lie. For a chain restaurant, I think Jets is good pizza. I don't care. It's not the best. I got 20 other places I can name that are better. But the chain restaurants, Jets is number one for me. Hands down. Not even close. Pineapple, onion. I'm going to do mushrooms and black olives, guys. So $19.39. Ooh, pizzas be expensive, bro. All right. That's all I really need, though. That's all I need. Go to checkout. I don't need no soda. Let me ask the girlfriend if she wants something. Hold on, let me text her. Because I mean, that would be a horrible man if I didn't do that. Hold up. I can't wait to move. Madison, my girlfriend is the best human being. She's the best. She got my baby in there, trying to put her back to sleep. She got the 2 dogs in there. I can't wait to move, y'all. All right, she doesn't need anything. So let's just order this pizza pie. No thanks. Okay. Address is in there. Try to leave it at the door. I'm going to put a hand to me because that's just how I meet at door. Add building notes. Yep, we're good. Boom, boom. Save and continue. 30 to 40 minutes, not bad. There's a priority delivery. I'm gonna click on that. It goes down to 25, so it went down some minutes because I added $1.99 priority delivery. I like that Uber does that. I think that's a really good feature, actually. Promotions applied. So the promotion took off the $19.39. But there is a taxes and fees, delivery fee, temporary fuel surcharge. So the 45 cents that we're getting, the customer sees that right off the rip. So now it's saying my total is $8. It is what it is. Select payment method. I need to add a pay. Oh my Lord. Okay. I need to add a payment method. Let's take a picture. Okay. Got it. Done. CV, whatever. What's the back of that? There we go. Done. Zip code. Done. Save. Easy. See how easy it is to order food? That's why it's frustrating when these clown customers can't order food. Like, it's very easy to order off these apps. Payment method's in there. We're going to add a tip. So we got to go there. Okay, I got to go next. And now the tip option. Okay, look. Tip your late night delivery person. So this is, okay. I think Robert Reese is in here right now. Robert, are you in here? I want to stop for a second. Will you hit the thumbs up? Give me a thumbs up emoji if you're in here, Robert. I'm going to wait. Maybe he's gone. Okay, listen. This is what I'm talking about, guys. It's 10:45, okay? It tells me right off the rip, big bold letters, okay? Tip your late night delivery person. They make delivery possible no matter what time it is. Okay, see that nice little message? This is to the customer. I'm the customer right now, right? So it automatically defaulted to 18%. That's a good tip, guys. 18% is a good tip. Okay, you can never shame or fault somebody for tipping 18%. Okay. Now, this is where we have the miserable human beings that come into play that we should never do business with. Some content creators will say you should do business with these people. I think that's wrong. So if I'm miserable, I have to hit edit and I have to type in 0. You should never deliver to that person, ever. Never. Now, I get it. Some people like to tip in cash because especially with pizza. So I know the pizza delivery game's a little different. It's a little skewed, right? But still, come on. Okay, so I'm going to tip. I'm tipping. I always tip $10. That's what I've been tipping. It's really close. This is going to be a good order for them. Oh, crap. Okay, I tried to tip 100. It says I can only tip up to $16. Here's the max. Interesting. So I can tip 10. But look again. 100? Can't do it. Can't do it. I'm going to hit save. And this is going to cost us, it should be $18. We encourage you to read your update terms. Okay, yeah, I'm good. Low Uber balance. Okay, $18 is what we're going to pay. And what? Select payment. Oh, payment method. There we go. Bam. Why is it asking me for Uber balance? What's going on? I want a payment method. That's the card I put in. What's going on here? Why does it want me to add funds to my Uber account? Low Uber cash balance. Add to your balance or just pay $18. I want to pay $18. Payment method selected. What is going on here? Okay, I think I figured. No, what? Come on, man. Select payment method. Payment method. I selected it. Next. Is it working yet? Dude, this app is trash. Okay, boom, got it. All right, figured it out. Thank you, Crazy, for the $3. All right. A Pac-Man pizza? What are you talking about? Oh, you guys talking about my Pac-Man pizza? Pizza's my favorite. Pizza and tacos I can eat every day. Confirm delivery with your PIN. Oh, so you know how sometimes when you deliver and it asks for a PIN, that's it right there. See that message I just got? So get your order. Wait to share your PIN until after you get your order. Say 6232. Enjoy. You won't need a pin. I don't want a pin. Yeah. Okay. Preparing your order. Arriving at 11:15. So it says 30 minutes. Not bad. This place is very close. This is going to be a very easy pickup and drop off for this driver. I'll keep you guys updated to what's going on. Let's get back into the live chat. Okay. That was pretty. This might be. Listen. How do you mess up one pizza? Listen. How do you mess up one pizza? As a delivery driver, let's see if they've got a bag. I'm going to meet them outside. I'll let you guys know. How do you mess that up? And literally, this Alicia pizza, 2 miles from me. Very easy. Favorite beer? Ooh, Nova Dasher. Good question. Oh, man, I don't know. I like a lot of beers, man. It depends on what you consider beer. I like Twisted Teas, but that's a malt beverage. As far as beers, Guinness would be my favorite beer. Yeah. Okay. Let me get in here and see what we got. Hi, Pedro. Service is service from the time of acceptance, period. Instacart has recently offered up to $10 if a customer. Yeah, I saw that. Same day. I've also noticed that batches are extremely higher for those no-tip Instacart orders. Interesting. Pedro, can you jump to order and then send you another one in-house where you have delivered the first is super close to the store? I don't know about that. Pedro, can you jump to an order when they send you another one in the house where yes, you can jump to task. On DoorDash, you can hit jump to task. Very easy to do that, actually. I've done it a few times myself. Okay, so we're getting a mushroom and black olive pizza. Alicia's Pizza's thin crust. That's a St. Louis style. So you guys will see that when it arrives. Eric, Dominique. Honestly, I don't use bags, and I always deliver warm food unless it's been sitting on a rack forever. Honestly, I don't use bags, and I always. How do you know it's warm if you don't use a bag? To be honest, I use bags, but I don't take the bag in the restaurant. I think a lot of people do that, and I do that sometimes too. I don't know why. Sometimes I take my bag, and I think it depends on the merchant and what kind of bag it's going to be. Other times I don't, but I put it in the bag when it's in the car. Sometimes I take my bag all the way up to the door. If it's like raining or something like that, I'm always going to take the bag up to the door to keep the bag not wet. But it depends on the size of the bag, what it is. But yeah, for sure. Where did you order pizza from? Oh, Dash and Grandpa, what up? Alicia's. It's a local pizza place in St. Louis. I ordered on Uber Eats. I had like a coupon, $35 credit. So the pizza with a tip is costing me, the fees and everything was $8, and I tipped $10. So it's costing me $18. So it's still kind of pricey, but it's all good. Frank, what up, Frank? I use the bags. If it's cold and a long distance walk, I bring it with me. Okay. Brandon B, I bring my bag in the merchant when it's raining or anything crazy, and then I've been bringing the bag to customers. Yeah, I feel like I do the same. If it's raining, you should do that. You shouldn't be delivering a soggy bag to a customer. You're a fool if you're doing that. I'll tell you right now, if you're in the chat and you're carrying bags around in the rain, you're an idiot, and you shouldn't work for DoorDash. So, sorry, I'm not sorry, but that's bad. Yeah. And even if it's cold, and like we've had some days where it's cold and super windy, I'm going to use my hot bag then all the time because you just shouldn't. I think what we also have to realize as far as customer service, since it's a topic